remember the big names from 70s R&B and soul, right? Marvin, Aretha, the Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind and Fire. But here's the thing. For every superstar we still talk about, there were other artists who poured their whole heart into the music and then slowly disappeared from the mainstream story. These are the names you might only hear on late night Quiet Storm radio, on an old 45 in somebody's uncle's crate, or that one song that hits you out of nowhere at 2 a.m. and makes you go, wait, why don't we talk about them more? We're counting down 10 forgotten 70s R&B soul artists who deserve more recognition. And for each one, we'll spotlight a track that proves exactly why real R&B heads still ride for them. This is one of those songs where the first thing that hits you is the voice. Leroy Burgess comes in on its sweet young falsetto, and it feels like somebody reading their diary over a slow groove. One of those records you hear once and instantly feel like you've known it your whole life. The vibe here is pure early 70s soul, a heartbreak slow jam drenched in reverb with gentle drums, warm keys, and strings that rise and fall like a sad conversation. It's lights low, sitting on the edge of the bed, thinking about that one person who got away music. Don't Turn Around was Black Ivory's debut single, released in 1971 on Today Perception Records. It was written, produced, and arranged by Patrick Adams and recorded at the legendary Sigma Sound Studios in Philadelphia. The track became a top 40 R&B hit, peaking at number 38 on the Billboard Soul Singles chart in early 1972. If this song just hit you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul, the kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you. The emotional trigger on this one is simple. That first chord, that gentle guitar, then the vocal comes in, soft and honest, like somebody singing to you from the other side of the room. It's the kind of song you used to catch on late night radio and just sit still for. The vibe, classic Quiet Storm before Quiet Storm even had a name. It's a slow, floating ballad with mellow bass, atmospheric keys, and harmonies that feel like a warm blanket. Not show-offy, just deep, patient, grown folk soul. This Must Be Heaven comes from Brainstorm's 1977 debut album, Stormin', released on Taboo Records and produced by Jerry Peters.
The world seems bright, and you're all...
The album is better known on paper for the disco track Lovin' Is Really My Game, but over time, This Must Be Heaven turned into the true cult classic, the track that still gets spins on Deep Soul and Quiet Storm shows decades later. The first impact here is that opening falsetto line. Bobby DeBarge slides in so smooth, it almost doesn't sound real. It's one of those intros where you instantly stop what you're doing because you know a slow jam sermon is about to happen.
For the first time, you and I.
The vibe is late 70s grown and sexy two-step. Soft drums, warm Rhodes keys, silky guitar chords, and harmonies that float over the top. It's romantic without being cheesy, emotional without shouting. You can picture this playing at a house party where the lights are low and couples are quietly sliding onto the dance floor.
There'll never be
There'll Never Be comes from Switch's 1978 self-titled album On Gordy, a Motown imprint. The album was produced by Jermaine Jackson and others, and the track itself was written by Bobby DeBarge.
La, 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 la. Whoa.
It became their breakthrough hit and a staple of late-night R&B radio, landing on the R&B charts in 1978 and later getting recognized as one of those classic one-hit wonder slow jams of the era.
Don't let it go to your head, no, no. Don't.
The emotional trigger is that first confident line over a tight Philly groove. Carn doesn't just sing the words, she glides through them, like she's talking directly to somebody who got a little too arrogant after falling in love.
Don't let it go to your head, no.
The vibe is sophisticated Philly soul with a rare groove twist. Bright rhythm guitar, steady drums, lush strings, and those signature Gamble and Huff touches, call and response backing vocals, deep pocket bass, and a groove meant for both the dance floor and the living room. Don't Let It Go to Your Head, dropped in 1978 on Philadelphia International Records from her album Happy to Be With You.
Playing games, it would be a shame.
Written and produced by the legendary team Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, it's a masterclass in late 70s soul craftsmanship that later inspired UK soul, acid jazz, and hip-hop sampling. The emotional hit here is the very first line. The lead vocal comes in soft but strong, and it feels like someone telling you the truth about love the hard way. The melody is simple, but it sticks in your chest. This is pure, early 70s, sweet soul ballad energy. Slow tempo, soft drums, strings floating over everything, and a lead vocal that sounds both fragile and strong at the same time. It's Quiet Storm before we had the term. Heartbreak, regret, and acceptance all in one record. Love on a Two-Way Street was released in 1970 on Stang Records, written by Sylvia Robinson and Bert Keys. The Moments took it all the way to #1 on the Billboard R&B chart and #3 on the Hot 100, and the single went gold.
I feel this way, thinking about.
The first impact is that opening guitar and vocal combo. It's so tender you almost lean in without thinking. When the chorus hits, I'm gonna be on a natural high, it feels like somebody putting their whole heart on the table.
With all of your charm.
The mood here is slow burn romantic soul, a gentle groove, dreamy strings, and harmonies that float instead of shout. It's the kind of song that makes time slow down, the soundtrack for late night drives, quiet dances in the living room, or staring at the ceiling thinking about someone you can't let go.
The string, my heart skips a beat.
Released in 1973 as the title track of their album Natural High, the song gave Bloodstone their big moment.
And I take to the sky. Just take to the sky.
It reached #4 on the R&B chart and #10 on the pop chart in the US, and even hit the UK singles chart. The album itself climbed to #2 on the soul album charts.
I have yet to find that someone who would care.
The emotional punch is immediate. That first line sounds like pure vulnerability. It feels like a late night prayer. Who can I run to when I need love? Sung by someone who's strong but tired of pretending they're okay.
Who can I run to?
The vibe is Philly soul meets quiet storm, smooth drums, deep bass, and those three-part sister harmonies wrapping around each other like a conversation. It's the kind of song that hits both the heart and the headphones, perfect for riding the bus home or sitting in your room in the dark.
Mine is so confusing. Who will be that special one?
Who Can I Run To was originally recorded by the Jones Girls for their self-titled 1979 debut album on Philadelphia International Records. It was actually the B-side to their hit, You Gonna Make Me Love Somebody Else. But over time,
Many meanings in a message very clear. All it
it became one of their most beloved tracks, especially after Xscape's 1995 cover turned it into a #1 R&B hit and a top 10 pop hit.
You are one.
The emotional trigger here is that delicate, crystal clear voice. Minnie already owned the world with Loving You, but when she slides into Inside My Love, it feels like stepping into a completely different room, more grown, more intimate, more mysterious. The vibe is sensual slow jam with jazz and soul mixed in.
Inside.
Deep bass, floating keys, gentle drums and chords that feel like they're wrapping around you. It's steamy, but not cheap. There's a spiritual, almost otherworldly quality in her delivery, even while the lyrics are bold.
Inside my love. You can see inside me.
Inside My Love was released in 1975 on Epic Records from Minnie's album Adventures in Paradise. Co-written by Minnie, Leon Ware, and Richard Rudolph. It reached the R&B charts, peaking around the top 30 on the soul side while stalling on pop, partly because some radio stations refused to play it due to its suggestive lyrics.
I'm so happy. You're the rhythm of my life.
The first hit is Pure Confidence. From the moment Phyllis comes in, it sounds like she's been waiting her whole life to deliver this song. Her voice is strong, warm, and flexible, like she can flip from jazz club to dance floor in one breath. The vibe is disco soul meets sophisticated R&B.
Special way. You know I love me.
Driving groove, bright strings, funky guitar, and layered backing vocals that feel like a little party around her lead. It's a dance in your kitchen with a smile on your face kind of record, but the lyrics and vocal performance keep it real and grown.
You know how to love me. You're the real.
Released in 1979 on Arista Records, You Know How to Love Me was written and produced by Reggie Lucas and James M. Toome. It became a club smash, reaching #6 on the US dance chart and #12 on the Hot Soul Singles chart, though it never really crossed over to the Pop Hot 100. If this song just hit you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul, the kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you. The emotional trigger is in the first few bars before he even sings. The intro builds slowly, horns, strings, rhythm section, like a curtain lifting. Then Leroy Hutson steps in with that smooth, slightly raspy tone, and you instantly feel like you're listening to someone who should have been a superstar. The vibe is pure mid-70s Chicago soul elegance. It's romantic, slightly funky, and deeply arranged. Fender Rhodes, guitars, strings, horns, and background vocals all working together. It's a slow jam, but it moves with a groove that keeps your head nodding the whole time. All Because of You is the opening track of Hutson's 1975 album Hutson, released on Curtis Mayfield's Curtum label. Written and produced by Leroy himself, the song became a modest R&B hit, reaching the mid-30s on the Billboard Black Singles chart, while the album hit the R&B albums chart and helped define his creative peak in the mid-70s.